DeBrosse, the gun lawyer.
Hey, all attorneys. Derek DeBrosse, my patron, my associates with me, the gun lawyers here in the state of Ohio. You guys might have seen on Facebook, I was out on vacation for a while. I hiked the entire John Muir Trail, but I'm back now. Did a through hike, was gone for 20-some days, and summited Mount Whitney at the end. So I had a lot of fun doing that, and I'm glad to be back in the saddle. So because of that, I got a lot of questions, and Michael and I are going to answer some of your questions today, do the best we can, and the next time we're filming, we're going to try to do something a little bit more unique, go to a gun range, talk about motorcycle carry and show you some bikes and things like that. So I hope you enjoy. First topic we got some questions on today was what to do when you're pulled over or stopped by a law enforcement officer. So we're going to go right into those questions. We had a lot of questions on that, don't we, Michael?
Yeah. It's one of the most common interactions people will have with law enforcement is just when they're pulled over for traffic violation.
Right, yeah. It's generally, when I tell my students when I teach, the only time we interact with law enforcement is generally in a traffic stop. But it's not always the case. You could be walking down the street and get approached by a cop for a variety of reasons. So this question comes from Kenneth, and he states, so if I was to get stopped in a car or on foot, after I notify them, do I have to tell them where the gun is at, or is that an unlawful order? So I think what Kenneth is actually asking is there an affirmative duty to notify where the gun is at? What do you say, Michael?
No. The duty is you have to notify that you are carrying. You do not have to notify where the gun is.
Now, if the officer asks, do you think that would change things?
Yes, then it'd be a lawful order. You'd have to tell them where it is.
I think that's correct. You could argue maybe it's not a lawful order. I think you'd lose that argument. But even if it's not a lawful order, why pick that battle? It doesn't make a lot of sense. And most times in my experience, officers are actually very friendly with regards to firearms. Especially nowadays, we've really got officers that have been educated on the law. So next question regarding this topic is from Sparks for Racing Films. And they ask, would you have to notify the officer if you have a long gun in your vehicle? I get this question a lot. No. And what's really important here, and we've talked about this before, we have a CHL license in Ohio. It's a concealed handgun license, not a CCW license, so you can't carry any weapon concealed. It's with regards only to handguns. These laws technically apply only to handguns. So when we talk about the concealed handgun law, it's with regards to handguns that you carry. Car carry with regards to long guns is a completely different animal. And we've got a whole webpage on ohiogunlawyer.com regarding how to carry those guns. And I believe we did actually one of our first episodes on car carry where I actually showed you a motor vehicle with some guns inside the car and those sorts of things. Anything to add to that, Michael?
No, yeah. I recommend you check out Derek's other video on car carry. He really breaks it down exactly what you can and cannot do, because that's one of the most common questions we get as well. So check out that video.
I spent a lot of time on the website too, really trying to. Ohio's very convoluted with car carry, so I really try to break it down. So just go to ohiogunlawyer.com and there's some good information there.